In a busy town of 𝐄𝐥'𝐬, there lived a woman everyone admired, Mrs. Zainab. She was successful, fashionable and respected. People talked about her wealth, her cars, her beautiful home, and especially her children, Dayo and Dara. From a young age, it was clear that those two were different, not because they were brilliant or well-behaved, but because they were treated like royalty. There was no in their house. If Dayo wanted a phone at 7 years old, he got it. If Dara wanted expensive clothes meant for grown women, her mother bought them. If they refused to go to school, the driver simply took them wherever they wanted instead. Mrs. Zainab believed that she was being a good mother. "I don't want my children to suffer the way I suffered," she used to say. To her, love meant giving her children everything they desired, and the more they took, the more she gave. When Dayo broke a neighbor's window with a football, she paid for it without a word to him. When Dara insulted her teacher, Mrs. Zainab stormed the school and threatened to withdraw her child.
"My daughter is not rude, you just don't know how to talk to children."
Slowly, something dangerous began to happen inside that home. The children learned that mistakes had no weight. They learned that apologies were not important. They learned that money could wash away trouble like water. Their father, Mr. Zainab, watched quietly. He was not poor, he was not powerless, but in his own house, he was helpless. Each time he tried to discipline the children, his wife stood in the way.
"They are children, stop being too hard."
But he could see it clearly. The children were not becoming happy, they were becoming careless. One evening, after Dayo slapped the maid and Dara and her friend laughed about it, Mr. Zainab finally exploded.
"This is no longer love. This is training them to destroy."
Mrs. Zainab answered quietly but firmly.
"You worry too much. When they grow up, they will change."
He shook his head. "You don't grow out of what you were raised into." Still, his warnings fell on deaf ears. That night, as the children watched television loudly and ate without manners, Mr. Zainab sat on the balcony alone. The city lights blinked in the distance, and he whispered to himself,
A time is coming when this house will cry. I don't just know when.
See you tomorrow by 6 p.m. I am sure done.